$200 in his pocket, a truck full of clothes, and a big dream. Nick Cross next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com. Hello, fellow citizens. This is the latest in Christmas news from around the world. When you look for the North Pole on the map, try looking in China. Seems as though the tiny trolls have had enough. The Elf Union, also known as the Lollipop Guild, demanded 2 extra gumdrops per hour and at least 1 day off a year. Santa Scrooge Claus responded by saying, no, 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 packed his presents and now walks proudly down the streets of China, bragging that his red outfit finally makes a fashion statement. The Chinese are several hundred years younger than the average elf. An atrocity. This has been news from around the world. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing, world?
Well, what do you know? I'm also the one and only Chris Top.
Are you really going to do that?
Yeah, I told you I was.
I may need you to be me because I'm trying to fight this cold back, and I'm trying not to sound too funny.
Yeah.
Like, no more funny than usual.
I mean, you don't sound as funky as you did during the last round of CMA Fest. You were like, could not.
Oh, well, then I was like, yeah, it was pretty bad. You woke up this morning and you were just glowing and you were very bubbly and very perky, and it was almost like in a movie. It was just amazing.
No.
You glowed like Brad Pitt.
No, I did not. I was actually quite the opposite.
Yeah, you were in an atrocious mood.
No, I think my first words to you were, ugh.
Yeah, you were like, you couldn't understand why I was waking you up so early because, like, the shows don't start till noon.
The shows don't start till noon.
But now that we've had our walk, you've had some coffee, some oatmeal. Are you doing better?
Well, I've only had a couple sips of this coffee because it's hot.
Yeah.
And I tried the Heath this time, and I think I like the caramel better.
You like the caramel better?
This just isn't as good.
Well, it's good that you're giving your life variety, though.
Yeah, and I mean, that took a lot because once I get, like, used to something, I don't want to let it go. And
Sure.
I mean, this oatmeal helps me, too. Like,
Yeah.
it's like when these two are combined, I'm like a Super Saiyan.
Okay. Are you used to me now?
Used to you?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Because you said when you get used to things, you don't want to let them go. So I just want to make sure that I'm good, that we're
Oh,
solid.
no, I love you.
Okay.
We're good. We're solid.
Okay, so we're solid. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. You're not going to trade me in for a different coffee.
No.
Okay.
Or a different Brad Pitt.
Even on those days where I'm bitter and I
Bitter.
just don't taste as good as other days, we're still good, right?
Yes. I want to say something real quick. Speaking of bitter,
Oh.
I told someone. I think it had to have been a couple months ago now, maybe. They didn't seem like they were in a good mood, and I just was trying to look for the right words to say, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And they were like, "Yeah, I'm fine," but I didn't believe them. So again, I asked them if they were okay, and I said, "You seem rather bitter." And that person hasn't talked to me since.
Sometimes,
she
and you're
got
just trying to
offended.
be helpful.
Yeah, and she got really angry that I said that, and a whole bunch of other people picked on me for saying it like that, and
Yeah.
the girl hasn't talked to me since.
Well, you just be you. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
You felt like saying bitter, so it's okay.
I just got to do me.
Exactly. So we got Nick Cross coming up next on the show.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
Did you ever think we could afford an interior designer?
No, way too expensive. Besides, I've got style.
If you had style, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Ouch. Interior designers are for rich people.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Aquarium? Is that like for some crazy flower fish?
No, Magnolia Emporium. Randy's clients range from nurses and teachers to musicians, actors, and even some royalty thrown in there.
Oh, I'd be on the royalty side.
You really don't have any swag, do you?
No, I don't.
That's where Randy comes in. He listens to exactly what you want, whether it's spoken or unspoken.
Okay, if you mean he can read my mind, there's lots of things I don't want Randy to know.
No, he has a great feel for what he does.
Okay, where can I find Magnolia Emporium?
Just go to magnoliaemporium.com.
We want your space to reflect your success.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program.
It show is.
It show is. I had a little. Would conundrum be the right? I had a. I messed up the audio just a second ago.
Yeah,
I played
that's
the intro again. I don't know why.
That's a cluster.
It was a cluster. A cluster. You know what? Yeah. So we got Nick on the show today. Nick, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. A little cold up here in Indiana.
Oh, I bet it's colder there. How cold is it there right now?
I think it's like 19 degrees or something.
Yeah,
let's
you
move
gotta
to
speak.
Indiana. Let's move.
Well,
let's go.
We were taking our little brisk morning walk today, and it was 34 degrees, and I thought it was pretty chilly.
Yeah, I like that. But is it always cold in Indiana?
It feels like it.
What are the summers like?
They definitely have some pretty good winters up here.
I've been to Paoli, Indiana.
Never heard of that one.
Well, no,
is that a made-up place?
No, I didn't make it up. It's like 4 hours from here. I used to go there to go snow skiing. We'd go snow skiing every year, and just for like a day trip. And it was just a quick little snow skiing trip. I don't know. They make their own snow, and they have black diamonds there, but they're like bunny trails. Like when you go to like a place like Colorado, it's just different.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But it was just interesting.
We used to go up to Michigan, Timber Ridge and Bittersweet, go snowboarding up there.
Oh, so you're cooler than I am.
I also whitewater kayak. That's kind of my new thing. I've been doing that for about 2 years now.
Oh, so I don't have to ask you what you do in your downtime then. Where do you go kayaking at?
East Tennessee and North Carolina's got some of the best whitewater in the world. So I only got to. I live in
the
Nashville,
Nantahala. Is that where you go?
Say again.
The Nantahala.
Yeah, I've done the Nantahala. I love the Nantahala. Beautiful river. Now
there's two out there close to Cherokee, North Carolina. I know the Nantahala's one. What's the other one?
Well, you got the Green River out there as well. There's all kinds of stuff around Asheville.
Mm-hmm.
There's good whitewater on the Chattahoochee.
Okay, yeah. So I've never done the kayaking thing. I've done like the little single rafts and stuff like that. It scared the crap out of me, man. but it's fun. I mean, it'll get your adrenaline going for sure. Now, do you when you do it, do you like flip over and then come back? Like they do on TV.
Yeah, I mean, I wear a helmet and I'm skirted in, and hopefully I flip back over.
That's the idea, right? So you've been doing that for 2 years. What got you interested in that?
A good friend of mine, Philip Byard, he was a door guy down at the Wheel there on Broadway in Nashville, and I was playing a show, and he asked me to come play this music festival that he was putting on called Muddy Rivers Festival, there at the Junebug Ranch where they hold Muddy Roots.
Okay.
So I went and played it, and then I realized very quickly that it was a big outdoor festival / whitewater kayakers, and I begged him to take me down the river, and I just fell in love with it ever since, and he's kind of been my Obi-Wan Kenobi of whitewater.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's a good hobby. That's a cool hobby to have.
Does he tell you to use the Force?
Use your paddle, Luke.
He actually does. He even calls me names out there, too.
Use your paddle.
I probably can't repeat right here.
Okay, so we've talked about whitewater rafting. We covered that, and we'll get to the music eventually. I want to know about your personal life, like as far as like, are you married? Are you dating anybody or what?
Been single the whole time I've lived in Nashville for 5 years now.
Single
so
as a
just
Pringle.
kind of been focusing on my career and trying not to date bartenders.
Or bass players.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. He's a dude, so I mean,
Girls
I don't know how the chick bass players are. Are they the
girls
same?
are just as bad.
Are they just as bad?
They're almost wilder.
Oh,
If it's a girl that plays bass,
so
that's
that could be
that's a
good or
definite
bad, depending on how you look at it. So, I mean, are you just focusing on your music? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I'm single, but I'm not really looking, but I am looking, you know. I mean, if the
Sure.
right woman came across, I would definitely try everything I could to keep her.
Yeah. Now, what is the right woman a woman that understands that she's going to take a back seat to your music, or would you put your music in the back seat for the right woman?
That's a tricky question.
It is, but luckily you don't have a girlfriend right now, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've always told people that my guitar has been the only girl that's never cheated on me. And it's definitely, they would have to take somewhat of a backseat to it because no matter what happens, I mean, I care about my music more than I do my own life.
Sure.
So
Sure. And that sounds like a heavy statement, but I mean, for a musician that's trying to make it in Nashville, it's very true. Mm-hmm. Because the competition in Nashville is just super uber crazy. So I mean, you've got to put everything else in the backseat and really focus on that. Otherwise, you're
You're
not going to have a
drowned
chance.
in the background.
Yeah,
I just want that girl to understand that this is what I do. I've been playing music since I was 6 years old. It's really the only thing I'm good at and know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's always going to be a part of my life.
Now,
So she has to accept that, and I kind of want her to have her own dreams and goals too, not just
right.
Live off of mine.
Now,
so to
if
speak.
you need a wingman, I'm available some nights of the week.
I'm actually a very good wingman.
Well, so, no, but you don't
Maybe
need
his own
you need a
wingman.
wingman though.
Well, sometimes.
So yeah, I'm saying I could be your wingman, and maybe we could help. I could help you find that right girl.
Well, we'll have to go honky tonkin' then.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll just we'll sit there and
You'll
we'll have a drink.
to go honky tonkin'.
So you'll
That's
order
great.
a cool drink, and I'll order one of those girly drinks. That makes me more approachable. And then when they approach me, I'll say, "Hey, this is Nick," and then I'll just go to the bathroom.
That might work.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I
what
might not
happens.
be there when you come back, though.
That could be good or bad too. If the girl's still there and Nick's not there, then it's not too good.
then it's
Yeah.
not good.
Okay. So, how do you have an EP out? I haven't had an opportunity because this was kind of a last minute arrangement, but I haven't had an opportunity to really research what you've done a whole lot. But do you have an EP out or a CD or anything right now?
I have a full-length CD out right now. It's 14 songs on it. It's available on iTunes, Google Play. I'm on CD Baby, Amazon, Spotify, Christian
Okay.
Mingle.
Christian Mingle.
So, whatever sells the CDs. So,
If I
okay,
could put it on
so
Farmers
You can
Only,
sell
I would.
you can sell your CDs on those.
he
sites.
panhandles them. He writes his phone number on them and sends them out. That's what he. That's what he does.
It's a 14-song CD. It's called Whiskey, Women, and Music. Made it over at Lore's Production with my producer Chris Lore.
Mm-hmm.
Got a great team on it.
Now, 14's a lot for a CD. Did you just
It
have
was
a hard
kind of-
time figuring out which ones you wanted on there, or what?
Yeah, that was kind of a culmination of the last, 15 years of my life. So there was a lot of songs.
That's almost like a
Nick's
year
first
song.
CD is like a box set already. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's he doing?
I'm currently in the process of recording my second record, and it's only going to have 10 songs on this one.
Well, I thought you were going to say like 28 or something.
It's only going to have 28 on it. That would really be a box set.
He's going to release an EP with 30 songs.
For real.
I thought about doing a double disc on the last one.
That'd be great. There aren't too many indie artists that do that, so it'd be kind of cool.
That'd be nice.
Okay,
I
so
made my title track the last song too. I think I'm the first person to ever do that.
oh, that's interesting. So I've got to listen to the whole thing because I haven't now. So I can get a digital copy on all the main places like CD Baby and iTunes, like you just said. But now the physical copy, if somebody wants a physical copy, how do they get that?
Oh, you can get a physical copy through CD Baby as well and
Okay.
Amazon right now, or just come to one of my shows.
Gotcha. Okay, now that's my next question. So if I want to stalk you in person, how do I know your schedule?
I try to post most of my gigs on Facebook, but I don't put them all on there. It would just mud up my feed.
Okay.
But I play in Nashville quite a bit. I mean, I'm down there 90% of the time, and then I do road dates. Like this Friday, I have to be in St. Louis. I'm in Indiana right now. I have to drive back to Nashville tomorrow, and then St. Louis Friday, and then back to Nashville Saturday.
Okay. We need to take a look at your schedule because we live in Clarksville. We're only like 40 minutes from Nashville, so we'll definitely have to come check it out.
I do play a couple of the honky tonks down on Broadway.
Okay. We'll have to come check it out then for sure because I want to see him. Nick seems like a nice guy, so I mean that makes me want to go see him more. So we try not to have assholes on the show.
Yeah, it's a no douchebag.
It's a no douchebag zone on the Chris Top program.
You can be an asshole if you have a big heart.
Well, yeah, that's true. So a lot of assholes with big hearts do get away with it.
Mm-hmm,
that's true.
True that.
Yeah. Okay, so another country song is the one we've got today. Is that on your CD?
Yeah, that's the first track. That's the one we're going to be pushing to radio here.
Okay, have you got any radio play at all?
It's small, nothing major. My record label just signed with them. They're going to be pushing it here within. I mean, they've already started doing it. This is one of the first steps. Just doing interviews and stuff.
Gotcha. Well, the more interviews you do, you'll come to realize that this was probably your favorite one.
Well, you definitely win the voice award. You have a great radio voice.
Even with a cold. Even with a cold.
Even with a cold, I'm
Would you
still
stop?
On Radio God.
Would you stop it?
Oh,
you always make fun of me.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. I'm going honky-tonking with Nick. Okay, so another country song. Did you write this yourself, or do you write most of your songs?
Yeah, I had 5 co-writers on that last record over 4 songs, but this is one that I wrote all by myself. I wrote this actually in the studio. I had one of my favorite producers in Nashville, Dave Cobb. I had heard that he was doing Jason Isbell's new record, and Isbell was writing all of his songs while he was in the studio recording. So he was already in that element, already ready to go. So I wanted to try that, and that's how another country song came about. I didn't even have the second verse wrote until the day that I went to record the vocals on it.
Oh, that's cool. It's neat to hear these stories, how that stuff comes together. Now,
I sat back in there while they was pulling up the session and just started. It took me about 3 minutes to write the second verse.
I guess that's how it works, huh? It just comes to you. You know what's right when it comes to you that easily.
Yeah, I remember turning to my producer after I come out of the back room and going, "Hey, Chris, can I say whore in a song?" He's like, "It's your song, man. You can say whatever you want."
Now, do you find it easier to write solo, or do you enjoy collaborating more?
I enjoy collaborating more if it's the right person. Like one of my main guys that I write with, Scott Lander, he also records with me. I love writing with him. It's just hard to find a person that you have the right chemistry with. John Riggins is another one. Me and him wrote the Ballad of Harley Anderson. Mm-hmm. So if I'm inspired, if I got a really good idea, I try to run with it myself, but sometimes I get stuck and need to take it to a buddy and try to finish it up,
Gotcha. And a lot of times it's good to have honest friends too, and they'll tell you, they'll be like, "Nick, this isn't too good. You need to go a totally different direction." Right. So it's good to have that honesty in people because we sort of have tunnel vision, I guess, when we do our own thing. It's kind of like our baby, and it's hard to say it's good or bad sometimes. So
that's why I like writing with them guys, because if they will absolutely tell me that. If it's going down the wrong path, we will both just grab the piece of paper, throw it away.
Yes, absolutely. Never ever ask your mom for advice or your grandmother. Those are the worst 2 people ever. Yeah,
my mom, I love her to death. It's still my life right now. Like, she hates my beard.
Now, I was looking at some of your pictures. Now, you haven't always had the beard.
No, not always. That's why she hates it.
Oh, so how long have you been sporting?
Like, I can't see your pretty face.
Now, are you doing it now just to get on her nerves, or are you doing it just because it's what you like?
It's what I like.
Okay.
It's not for a trend thing. It's just I just like having a beard.
Yeah, I picture you like with a lumberjack shirt on and some suspenders out there chopping wood and stuff. Yeah,
I've split a few pieces of wood in my life. Trust me.
Okay, so another country song, and if you just tuned in, we're talking to Nick Cross here on the show today, and if you missed the first part of the show, the first 20 minutes or so, you can always go back later and listen on iHeartRadio or on Spreaker.com. You can catch it on the ChrisTopProgram.com as well and catch up. But go back and listen to the first part if you just tuned in. And if you have any questions or comments or anything at all and you're listening live, then you can leave questions in the comment box on the ChrisTopProgram.com, and we'll we'll try to get to those as well. But this is another country song, Nick Cross on the Chris Top program.
Make rounds, lay tired all the time, but that's life. Another song, a cigarette, take a shot, take a breath, and let her fly. I'll pour my heart out like a shot, one more time, give you all I've got, and write another country song, and maybe you'll sing along, and maybe it'll hit the chart, then I wouldn't have to work so hard. I'd buy a big boat and fill it with beer, then disappear for a whole damn year. Just when you think I'm dead and gone, I'll come back and write another country song. Feeling low on cheap beer and barroom whores every night. This life of love is killing me. I'm living in a song and broken dreams. I still fight, so I'll pour my heart out like a shot. One more time, give you all I've got. Another country song, and maybe you'll sing along, maybe it'll hit the chart, then I wouldn't have to work so hard. I'd buy a big boat and fill it with beer, then disappear for a whole damn year. Just when you think I'm dead and gone, I'll come back and write another country song. Anything is to write, so I'll just write about tonight. Around another country song, and this time you'll sing along, 'cause baby it just hit the chart, and now we don't have to work so hard. I bought a big boat and filled it with beer. We're disappearing this time next year, and when I think I'm dead and gone, I'll come back. If it gets too bad, then I'll come back and write another country song.
What was it? When you're dead and gone, you'll come back and write another country song. I love it. It's very traditional. Now, are most of the songs on the CD traditional country, or are there any pop or other elements in there, or you just?
No, I try to steer away from that. I kind of want people to call a spade again. If it's country,
Sure.
Call it country. If it's rock, call it rock.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely try to take a nod to my honky tonk heroes.
Yeah, it's a fun song, and it's got some really good lyrics in it. It's hard for me to believe that you wrote it so quickly. It's good. It's a really good song.
Some of them just come out.
Yeah, and I could hear it. I could hear that on the radio. I could. So I always try to picture that when I'm listening to a song, and I'm in my car and I turn on. I do some part-time work for this little country radio station out of Kentucky, and I always picture what I can hear on there and what I can't hear on there, and I could definitely hear that. So
cool.
I think you might have one there. You never, and you've got. If you don't, you've got 13 other shots on the CD.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
Now, Nick, I didn't prepare you for this question, and because I like honesty on this one. If you were say you were making it, say you were playing the Ryman or you're playing LP Field or some place like the Grand Ole Opry, you're finishing up, you're exiting the stage, and a little kid comes up to you and says, "Nick, man, you are so cool. I really, really want to do what you're doing, and I want to be where you're at in the next 15 or 20 years. What can I do to get there?"
Well, practice. Get on YouTube, get with your buddies, start a band, keep playing, keep writing. I mean, it doesn't come overnight. Mm-hmm. And like when I was a kid, we didn't have YouTube and stuff. So there's so many tools out there now to help young people to learn music that I just didn't have available when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So there really ain't no excuse. Like, if you want it, go out and grab it.
if they want it that bad, because nothing's easy.
Nothing's easy.
Yeah.
No, and anything worth getting is going to take a lot of hard work.
Sure, absolutely. And I like to ask that question because we've had probably 400 independent artists on the show, and it's good to get advice, I think, and give advice to each other, and for people to hear this stuff, especially the younger ones that are just coming up and just hearing the shows and that are inspired by people like you, Nick. So it's good, I think. Okay. So I'm trying not to sound. I got to blow my nose soon. I hope I don't snot all over the microphone.
Oh, that would be so disgusting.
Yeah, that would be gross. It would just be dripping
Ew.
off of the microphone like a little
gross.
stalagmite or tight, whatever it is. I don't know.
Do you really want to say that on the radio?
Well, it's just me and Nick hanging out. It's just guy talk.
Bruh. Bruh.
So Nick, if you could have any superhero power, what would you pick?
Probably Wolverine's healing power.
See, that would be a good one. You kind of look like Wolverine, too. Is that why you picked him?
No, with all the crazy crap I do in my life, extracurricular activities, I'm always kind of banging myself up here and there. So
you wouldn't have to wear a helmet.
Just go. Say again?
You wouldn't have to wear a helmet when you're kayaking.
No.
You just bust your head wide open, and it would just heal right back. Yeah.
Bam.
You're
like
good
a
to
mouse.
Go. Yeah. That would be cool to have, though. I mean, I would like to have that. I probably wouldn't have a cold right now.
It's a lot better than flying.
Yeah, I think it's better than flying, too.
Anything's better than flying.
I think so. Are you glad Nick didn't say flying?
Yeah, I was like crossing my fingers a little bit. I was like, if he says flying, it's over.
It's all over.
The show's over.
Now, my first thought, though, I did also think about, I don't remember the girl's name, I think Mystique or something, the one that can teleport anywhere in the world.
Yes. Now, Mystique is the one that can change into different people.
That's the one that changes, yeah.
Right, yeah, but teleportation would be cool.
Yeah, then I wouldn't have to worry about flying. I could just beam myself right there.
You would have to take luggage or nothing because you could just teleport back to your bathroom, brush your teeth, and then go back.
That'd be nice for traveling to shows.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. That would be so much fun. Okay, now, I was going to ask Nick something else. Like something like off the wall, and I totally forgot because we got sidetracked on teleportation and brushing teeth and stuff.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. It happens sometimes.
I got ADD too, buddy. It's okay.
On this show, we get off on all kinds of tangents. So we can get your songs on iTunes, CD Baby, places like that. And if people just search Nick Cross, is it going to pop up?
Yep, especially if you add the word Nashville after it.
Nick Cross Nashville. Okay. Now, if I seriously want to stalk you, website, nickcross.com?
It's nickcrossmusic.com. It's being revamped right now.
Okay. So are you going to have all your links to like your Twitter?
There are some social media links on there, but it's all getting a facelift right now.
Okay.
Should be done in another week or two.
Okay. So if they just remember nickcrossmusic.com, it'll have your Twitter and Facebook and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now, Allie,
I'm more active on Facebook.
You are active, so if somebody leaves you a message, then you'll get back with them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good about the Facebook thing.
Okay, good. So Allie, if somebody wants to get a copy of another country song from Nick, and say they've got the equipment like I have, where they could just go in and just record it and have it for free, why not just do that?
Because that's what a fool would do.
Okay.
Now listen.
Okay.
And listen good.
Okay, I'm listening.
An artist takes their, their heart and their soul into producing music
Okay.
and getting it out for people, and they want to do more of that. They don't want to do it just one time. And when people steal the music, that's robbing them of their opportunity to do that again because they don't have the money to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
So go out and buy the music. Support these people. If you really care about them, support them. And if I find out that you took the music,
What will you do?
I will hunt you down.
That's horrible that you would do that, but it's good.
No, it's
I love
not.
Where I love where your heart's at.
I should hunt them down.
So skip a cup of Starbucks. Well, okay. So you've got 14 songs. So you might have to skip two cups of Starbucks, but you can buy Nick Cross's whole CD on CD Baby, iTunes, all those major places, Amazon. You can.
It's only like $1 a song.
Yeah. So I mean, $1 a song. One cup of coffee, you can get 5 songs.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you have any way to autograph the CDs, or you? If they order it from Amazon or someplace, or can somebody request an autographed copy?
They can. I mean, they can either order it and mail it to me, and I'd be happy to mail it back to them.
Gotcha.
The easiest way to do that is to come and find me at a show somewhere.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I will always stick around and talk to everybody at the show. I've never been the type to just run straight to the green room,
Gotcha. Because we know what goes on in the green room.
Not good things.
So do women
Green
throw
stuff.
undergarments at you and stuff?
Oh, my God.
Well, I had to ask that. Nick's a
You
cool
did
guy.
have to ask that.
He's a cool guy. I just
You
I want to
What-
know.
I missed the question. I'm sorry.
Do women ever throw undergarments at you?
I've had, yes.
For real?
See? He's an honest guy.
Here's a funny story. Probably about 5 years ago, I was playing at a bar up here in Ohio, and the dance floor is packed, and there's a woman out there, probably like 75 years old or something. And all of a sudden, she rips her bra off and
Yes.
throws it up on the stage. Well,
You must have been in
She was a-
Cleveland.
she was an older lady, so as soon as she took it off, they just all kind of fell.
I've got a visual right now. That's great.
Yeah, me and my whole band, I mean, we almost stopped the song. We're like,
Oh, my God.
See that you missed your opportunity for your sugar mama.
That is so
I've
awkward.
had girls instead, like, they'll come up to your tip bucket in Nashville and, throw $1 in there, but it's got their phone number written on it. I've had girls throw room keys into my tip bucket.
See, Nick's the man. He's the man.
He's picking him up.
There's going to be a book written about Nick one of these days.
It would be a very interesting book.
I would read it.
Okay, so Nick, we've got time for one more question, and this is kind of a doozy. So, if you had 5 minutes to sit down and have a cup of coffee with anybody, it doesn't matter who it is. It could be somebody living or dead. Any time throughout history, who would it be?
No, I'm going to have to go with my grandpa on that one.
So,
My grandfather, Arrigo, on my mother's side, he died when I was about 6 years old, so I kind of feel like I didn't get enough time with him. He was a war hero. He fought in the Italian Army and the U.S. Army. He had a Silver Star for raising the flag over Corregidor during the Pacific War. I look a lot like him. Like, you can stick my Army photo next to my grandfather's photo, and we look like twin brothers. So I would just love to sit down and pick his brain, 'cause I never got to talk to him as an adult or anything.
mm-hmm. That's cool. Now, is your grandmother still around, or is she?
All my grandparents are gone now.
Okay. Did any of them get to see you start your musical career?
No, I was. They all died when I was pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, my parents have, though, been able to see that.
That's good. Now, are they supportive?
Yeah, my parents are very supportive. Actually, why I'm in Indiana right now, because my dad had a major surgery 2 days ago.
Oh, so is he doing okay?
Yeah, he went through flying colors. He's stable. He's in ICU still, but he's doing all right.
Oh, well, give him the best wishes for me then, for sure.
He's my biggest influence. My dad taught me my first chords on guitar and raised me on, like, Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard and Elvis. So I had a pretty good musical upbringing. He was a musician himself.
Oh, well, good. So now, did you take any of his warnings, or do you just have to make your own mistakes?
I took them all. I rebelled against a few of them when
It's like it's very uneven.
Hey, I think we're back on the air.
Oh.
But
That's hi, folks.
yeah. So the internet dropped evidently, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this show up, and make sure you go to nickcrossmusic.com. Check out all of his stuff. And Nick's back on.
That was crazy.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and just give him a call back because we have to officially say goodbye. I can't just.
We can't just leave it.
Yeah, I can't just leave it like that. Yeah, hey Nick, I don't know what happened, buddy. It's just live radio.
Yeah, I mean, it dropped on me too.
But we got to wrap it up anyway. But I just wanted to get you back on and just say goodbye, and I just want to tell everybody and just to go to nickcrossmusic.com. You don't have your website up and finished yet, but they can click on your links there, your Twitter, your Facebook, and all that stuff. Definitely check you out. But Nick, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. You're a very talented fella.
Thank you, Chris. I look forward to meeting y'all.
Absolutely. We'll like I said, we'll double check your schedule, and we'll try to get out there to see you sometime for sure. And I promise I won't throw any undergarments at you. Well, the first time.
Please.
The first time.
You can stick them in the tip bucket discreetly.
I'll write my phone number on my underwear.
Bruh. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. It's just I feel like me and Nick are bonding, so it's just.
Allie, I bring this kind of stuff out in people.
See, it's his fault. It's Nick's fault.
I believe this.
It's not difficult to bring it out in me though.
It really isn't.
Why don't you take us out this time before I lose my voice?
All right,
go ahead.
Thank you for listening to the Chris Talk program. We do not normally ever take you for granted. There are a bajillion million other things you could be doing, but you chose to listen to us, and that's pretty cool, I guess. So until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2